What's up, squad? Just wanted to say what's good on Thanksgiving Eve Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to y'all. Hope all is well. Wanted to hop on for a minute this morning, just coming from the gym and just had some time to think and reflect, right? So everybody knows, everybody by now, you probably heard about all the hoopla surrounding James Whitner, the owner, one of the founders of Whitaker Group, Ma Maniere, social status, etc., right? Implicated allegedly in this full $32 million money laundering scam. So that whole thing dropped yesterday, or actually I guess it was late the night before, right? So yesterday it all kind of came to a head. And if you're been following me, excuse me, been a fan or just following and seen my content, I rock with James Whitner, Whitaker Group, and the projects and things that they do, right? And I just wanted to speak on, because I know as much as you champion somebody, I applaud them and champion them all the time. There's controversy that pops up. I want to speak on that too, right? Because it's even, nobody's beyond reproach in my book. But I just wanted to speak on just kind of my take on things as, the case aside. I mean, generally speaking, everything is alleged, right? Because you're innocent till proven guilty in the court of law, right? In America, you're not guilty till proven innocent. And with that said, there's been just such a shift, I don't know, in the energy in this sneaker culture community. It's just like, man, I feel like I just want to speak on what I've seen, because I felt like it just kind of threw me, took me aback, how fast either people kind of tossed them aside, convicted them in a court of public opinion in like a matter of seconds, or just didn't care at all. And I don't know, for me, as a black man, a black father, born and grown up in the city, Baltimore, Maryland, United States, seeing what, the perception, seeing what they've done as a company on the surface, right? James background, turned his life around supposedly, right? And started the company. The business's locations are in more underserved communities, and then bringing luxury branding to, a brand that they launched, catered toward black people, and then eventually growing to getting that one-on-one relationship with Michael Jordan, and having coveted collabs and projects that they've been able to work on. And even with all of that, right, still, bringing black stories forward as they do their launches, their visuals, their releases, right, the whole thing. And then not only that, but also the Be Social, the Free Game, and all these other things that were more community-based and network-based, and, just going towards, again, he has their principles and things like that. There's been a lot done, grassroots level in the community. Now, the stuff that he's, I guess, accused of, it's not good. Period, point blank. I don't condone, I don't support any of that behavior. And, sat on the Twitter spaces last night, where it felt like the whole entire sneaker community, I know it wasn't, but it was a lot of people. And for hours. I wasn't on the whole time, but I know it went 5 hours plus, just dissecting the case, the case filing, people giving their take on James Whitner personally, professionally, the companies, people that then it spawned into just a whole conversation about resellers and, the backdooring and how it's done is such an industry norm. I don't know exactly what this man has done or has dealt with, whatever, right? Again, I don't condone illegal behavior, illegal activities. But it's for me, don't throw stones. I've always been taught, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house, right? We've all done, excuse me, man, I can't just something in my, but we've all done things we're not the most proud of, right? And not even that. I mean, I've seen people take a longer time flipping on, switching up on R. Kelly when you had that guy on video and that guy in jail. People still like, no, I'm listening to R. Kelly music, I don't care. Stuff like that. And just like within this small sneaker culture that we have, for all the things that they've done and James has done and spearheaded, like, it's, give the man, give him a second, I would think, right, to have some say or whatever. They released a statement saying that, a lot of this is unfounded. They've been working and cooperating, I guess, with authorities in the situation. So, okay, if he did do these things they committed, that he's allegedly convicted or allegedly accused of, that'll all come out as this whole thing plays out right in front of us or in courts or however they handle this whole thing. But I'm just like, it just bothered me. I didn't see like many people at all giving the benefit of the doubt. Like, did he know exactly what he was doing? I'm sure. I mean, if he did it, I don't think he did it blindly, or just naively, right? But we don't know. We weren't there. We're not a part of that. Do companies backdoor? Do they backdoor? So many of these boutiques backdoor, yes. Not even the high-end boutiques, but your Foot Lockers, your JDs, all of them, right? As employees that get paid a little money and have access to these premium goods that people want. There's a market, right? So, I don't know, man. That's all. I'm not, again, I'm just like, let's let the brother get some due process, see how it all plays out. Is he going to continue to stay with Nike? Nike took a longer time breaking from others. We talked about that on the Spaces last night. Like Tom Sachs with the swastika still in a Nike partnership. I don't know. Travis Scott had that whole issue with the concert. Unfortunately, some people lost their lives. They paused that whole process, but he's back, right? And it wasn't him doing the thing necessarily, right? But at his concert, whatever, he kept playing. I don't know. That's something, a different argument for another day. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. I think, people should maybe reserve their judgment. Again, just so many people immediately, he guilty of sin, 100%, no questions asked. I'm like, wow, are you like a judge, like a barred, studied attorney? It's like people, before even reading the filings, went immediately to, he guilty, get him out of here, where's my shoes? And I'm like, dog, y'all don't care, like, just a little bit about the human aspect? Like, we want black stories in sneakers and in this culture, and that's what we've been getting. And a minute ago, it was, this shoe was the sneaker of the year, right? Ma Maniere is doing so much, just can't wait till the next Ma Maniere drop. And then, some hot water comes up and people are like, I don't care about any of that. Just wear my shoes, man. Wear the shoes. Are the shoes going to drop? Are the shoes going to drop? And I know with sneakerheads, we're in it for sneakers. But as a, if it's just a transactional, there's a sneaker, buy a sneaker, then we don't need to talk about anything ever, right? It's just because that's a culture and a community has some people you support and all of that. I actually even got called out yesterday by somebody on a post like, hey, speak on this, your man, they can't do no wrong, right? Look at this. And I'm just like, where's the motivation, one, to want to see somebody fail? Because that's kind of how that rings to me. And two, I don't just blindly follow somebody and say, yeah, they can't do no wrong. I don't know this man personally enough, like, to know what he does in his off hours or how he runs his business behind the scenes. But based on what I've seen, I appreciated and applauded what they've done. So, all right, that's a lot of me just going on and on, but it's just some observations from the sidelines. I didn't speak on the Twitter Spaces last night just because I don't know. It was just a lot of viewpoints going. Things got heated at points, and it was a ton of people. And I said, well, I'll just keep my thoughts to myself and maybe speak on this later and give it some time to kind of settle in. But anyway, James Whitner, man, I hope things play out in your favor, brother, and you get to continue to do what y'all been doing. And this is, hopefully a learning, moment, man, a teachable learning moment. you know. So that's all I got to say, y'all. Happy Turkey Day. Hope y'all have a good holiday. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.